Buddy, it's Al Kendall, and welcome back to another edition of Album Sides, where I present to you a selection of songs that are connected in some way and would make up a terrific side of a vinyl record if anyone had ever been cool enough to put them together and release it as such. Won't you please let me be your K-Tel man? Our segment tonight is Better Know a Band, but more specifically, it's Better Know an Ant. We started things off with Ant Music by Adam and the Ants off of the Kings of the Wild Frontier album. And what we are going to do is look at each of the ants and their histories to learn a little bit more about them. But you'll be surprised at how much of the history of punk rock music and new wave as well is wrapped up in the ant story. So let's go ahead and get things started with the first of the ants, who was born on this day in 1954, November 3rd, Stuart Leslie Goddard. Now, Stuart's mother, growing up, was the housekeeper for Paul McCartney. This has nothing to do with our story, just thought it was cool. The first band that Stuart joined in the early 70s in his teen years was Bazooka Joe. Now, Bazooka Joe, they were, locally popular pub band in London area, but they are perhaps best known as headlining the show on November 6th, 1975, which is best known as the debut of the Sex Pistols. That's right, when the Sex Pistols got their start, it was opening for Stuart Goddard's band, Bazooka Joe. Inspired by the Sex Pistols' performance, Stuart, the bass player for Bazooka Joe, quit the band, ultimately changing his name to Adam Ant and starting his own band, which was perhaps more creative than the pub rock thing that he was doing.